Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to session 1 of our conference. It's exhilarating to see such a large turnout in the audience and so many friends and familiar faces. Mr. Priyadarshi has already laid out the canvas and set the tone. He has unpacked the FTA to the extent he can. And of course, as you President said, we are on the cusp of a historic deal, the mother of all deals. Now, what that would involve and who is going to be fathering that and mothering it, all the details will come to know later. But what we are talking about, this is indeed a transformational moment in India-EU relations. And what we are talking about is 2 billion people, combined GDP of $30 trillion and all that. So in this session, apart from the economics, we are also going to be talking about the strategic and geopolitical context, which is equally important and which is what impart this trade deal and added resonance. This summit, going beyond FTA, is also about strategic recasting and reorientation of the entire India-EU partnership. And it comes at a time amid a fractured and fracturing world order where the only predictable feature is unpredictability. And we also got to look ahead and pose larger questions. It comes at a time when the rules-based world order is under assault from all sides. What we have is a sort of Trumpian world disorder. There is no order one can see. There is weaponization of tariffs and weaponization of just about everything, whatever you have. You have critical minerals, you weaponize. Whatever you have, you weaponize. So this is indeed a very grim sort of and turbulent world. With these words, now let me introduce Italy's ambassador to India, His Excellency Antonio Bartoli. Antonio Bartoli has been here now for, I guess, 1.5 years, a little more than that. But he's probably one of the most talked about ambassadors here, for of course his wisdom, but also for his wine and pasta parties and all of that. He headed, to give you his brief bio, he headed the Office for Relations with Parliament at Italy's Minister for Foreign Affairs. He served as ambassador to Georgia. Before diplomacy, he was a professional journalist and many other things. So I'll keep the intro short and ask him to address, Excellency, 2 questions. One is that when we are talking about this transformative moment, we are using the word summit, which is routinely used as a sort of diplomatic cliche, leaders meeting in the summit. But this indeed would amount to scaling a new summit. In what ways this summit will be transformational? And what will be 2 or 3 key outcomes that will, have a long-term ramification? And to be more specific, maybe you can dwell later on about the strategic part of the relationship. For example, how can India and the European Union, following this summit, collaborate more strongly in shaping a rules-based world order and the Indo-Pacific? Over to you, sir.